Hey everyone, this is a follow-up to my popcorn video in which I showed you how to make theater-style popcorn, and now I'm going to show you how to clean it, which is very easy and not nearly as involved as making the popcorn. So the first thing, if you have one of these Waring Pro professional popcorn making machines, first thing you want to do is obviously empty out the old popcorn. To make things a little bit easier, a couple of these pieces come off. Like this, you can at least pull down a little bit to make it easier. And then all I do is just shovel the old popcorn that I am not using, and I just put it in the trash can. So I just get out, the extra pieces that we did not use. As you can see, it's actually quite a lot that we ended up not using. So I get out all of the big pieces, and there are going to be some pieces of corn, little kernels that didn't pop, that are going to be left in the bottom that are hard to scoop out. And what you can do with those is you can remove this piece in front, and then you can pull the tray out and get all of the small little kernels that fell through the grid right here. Okay, so just gonna put that in. Most of these you can kind of shove them to the middle so they fall down the grid to make it a little bit easier. And that is most of it. So for the cleaning on the inside, this container, which we used to pop the popcorn, I'm going to actually take to the sink to wash it out. And to do that, we just unplug the cord, and then we bring, there's a pin over here. If you can see this pin, you need to take the pin out, and that is what attaches the bowl to this mechanism. Make sure you don't lose it. So I'll just put it up there, and then I will just bring this down and take this off of the handle here, and you can see how dirty and greasy it is. I will take it up to the sink and show you how I clean it, and then I'll be back to finish cleaning the rest of the inside. Okay, so here I am in the kitchen, and I am going to clean the bowl with just soap and water, being very careful not to get the cord wet since it's electrical. So I'm just going to use warm water and a little bit of soap. And just clean the inside bowl to get most of the grease off. Clean a little bit on the outsides, but again, I try to be pretty careful whenever there is electricity or electrical pieces involved, not to get them wet. And it comes off pretty easily, the grease. Okay, it's pretty easy. And I'm just gonna dry it. And then we're gonna go back and we are gonna reattach it. There you go. Okay, so here I am back at the machine, and I just have a bucket or a bowl with soap and water and a sponge. That's it. No chemicals, harsh chemicals, just a little bit of soap and water. And I just wipe down the bottom, and you can see this pops up. And again, there's stuff down here, some kernels. I'm gonna wipe it. To do a little bit of a heavier cleaning, you could actually get out, like a vacuum, shop vac, and you can suck up some of the pieces if you want, but I just did, for the ease of the video, just a little wiping in between in this area. But again, this tray pulls out. It's all rather easy. All right, and I'm just gonna wipe down the walls, again, with soap and water. That's all I'm using. You want to use a good dish soap, you know, one that will cut grease. Some of them are better than others in cutting the grease. Guess you could also go over it with some Windex, but again, I try not to use, since there's food involved, I try not to use anything harsh on the inside. I want to stay with just dishwashing soap and water. May have to do it a few times, clean the water a little bit to really get like a clear glass. And then we are just going to reattach the canister to the container. All right, so normally I would go get some clean water and then again rub down the glass on the inside without soapy water to get rid of the residue, but that's what you can do. I'm not going to do that for purposes of the video. I'm just going to show you how to reattach the canister. Wipe this down because this has a lot of grease on it as well, because this is where the oil goes and the secret ingredient to make all of that delicious movie style popcorn. So you want to rub all that down really well. Okay, that's pretty good. Again, you want to go over it with some very clean water. So I have the canister. And it's very easy just to attach back up into the outlet and hook this back on here and then take the pin and over here on the left side. All right. Having a little difficulty here, but it's normally not this difficult. My little thing came out. All right, so that needs to go through here. So you can see this peg right here. It came out, and it needs to go all the way through this hole, and then our little clip here goes through that. So that is what I was having difficulty with. So let's try that again. Take the peg out. Reattach it. This goes through here, which keeps them together. Cut that. Okay, sorry, I was having a little bit of difficulty there. So I think I found it easier to attach this first without hooking it. When I hooked it, it didn't seem like it was aligned properly, so I was having difficulty getting the peg in. So what I would suggest is to attach this piece first, and then see this little peg over here, and then just slide that right in. And then it just hangs freely, and then when you are ready to cook the popcorn, it just hooks up here. Like that. So that's just kind of the basics. Again, you want to wipe down all the pieces. This was the little bar in front that attaches and keeps the popcorn in. Make everything look pretty. And there, that's it. That's what you have it. It's really not that bad. I probably made it look a little worse than it is, but it's really not that big a deal. And I don't wash it between every time. If I'm going to use it many, many times, then I'm not going to wash it between each time. But if I only use it maybe once a month, then I will wash it once a month after those uses. But if I'm going to use it 3 times in a weekend, I'm only going to wash it at the end of the weekend, not after each time. So I hope that was helpful. All right, talk later. Bye.